Hello, 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 wherever you are on this majestic planet called Earth. I hope you are having a beautiful day, evening, or night, wherever you happen to be located. Welcome to my channel where I talk about anything I feel like it under the sun. Today, I want to be talking about an application that I've known about for a while. Because I had an Android box as a cable cutter. I got an Android box so I can stop paying those outrageous fees for cable. And on the Android box I had Kodi. I dibbled and dabbled with Kodi, but I did not like it. The main reason why I didn't like it because it was so uncertain. Some things worked, some things didn't. And you know, when you grew up in the age of instantaneous television, I grew up in the 70s and 80s and 90s. When you grew up in the age of instantaneous television, you don't have the stomach to bear long wait times or something come up, say, an error of a program. And Kodi does that. But a few days ago, I found something that made me a Kodi believer. I'm going to show you what I found in a few minutes when it was Kodi add-ons. Now, when I had my Android box, I was using services for IPTV. That is referred to Internet Protocol Television. I was using certain applications for that. The reason I went to Kodi, I guess, because one of my favorites, I can't say who it is, because you know they may shut me down. They may block my channel if I use the name. One of my favorites IPTV applications had the plug yanked from it and it no longer is in existence. So that may be one of the downfalls of those myriad of IPTV apps that's floating around cyberspace with the right legal technique. They can shut them down in a heartbeat. But with Kodi, it's a big difference. Number one, Kodi has been around for a decade and a half, roughly 15 years. So, you know, if it's been around that long, it's basically here to stay. Number two is open source. Open source. And I use a lot of open source software. For instance, I've used various flavors of Linux, which is open source. I use the Blender 3D application, which is open source. I use the Bray Office, which is a cousin of the various business suite software right now. With open source, there's no legal thing that's going to shut you down, because unlike those other applications that I use, they had a grand name under one umbrella. But Kodi, open source, and if somebody decide to make something for Kodi, they could add it in. See, people can add stuff to Kodi. So if they want to shut something down, they only can shut that piece of software there down. They can't shut down whole Kodi. So like I said, and plus, Kodi, like I said, I was talking about earlier, how in previous days that I was growing up, even now on cable TV, you flip the channel and that's it. With Kodi, there's a whole lot of yang, 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 yang. But today I'm just going to have the basics of it. As you can see, I have Kodi up and running. I'm not going to show you how to install it. I have it installed of my Ubuntu flavor of Linux. But there, since Kodi came from Microsoft or Xbox, I'm sure it exists on various Windows platform. I'm sure it exists on various Apple platforms, because open source usually cover Linux, Windows, and Apple. So I'm sure Kodi can go on there, because I know it can go on my Android, but that's financed by Linux. But I'm sure it can go on others. So I'm just going to show you the initial steps. And I'm new to Kodi. I'm not no bona fide Kodi user who's using it for 5 or 6 years. No. Like I said in the beginning, I've only been using Kodi for a week. So this is my 1 week review of Kodi and how to add on certain add-ons. But I say the thing that may deter most people, because to add them add-on, you have to do a couple steps. But I know I was reading today, there are little applications or add-ons that can help you add add-ons quickly. But today I'm just going to show you the basic steps for adding an add-on by hand. So let's start. So I'm going to switch now to my internet browser. Let me go to my internet web browser right here. Now, when you do this, it's best to, in one of your favorite web browser application, you just type in Kodi. Let me go back. Let me see. You just type in Kodi 19 or 18, but the current version of Kodi is 19.1, 19.2, something like that. But the main thing is Kodi.19. That's the current version of it. And there's a difference between Kodi 19 and 18. I've seen that because I have Kodi 19 on one of my on my Debian. So Kodi 19, best add-ons. Then you may find a web page. The web page I'm choosing is called Kodi 19 add-ons that work right now on your Fire Stick or Android. So like I said, it can cover a myriad of software: Windows, Apple, Linux, Fire Stick, Android box, on and on and on. So, but I'm just gonna worry about adding an add-on. Right now I'm just gonna add like one add-on, maybe two. I'll probably do two to so you can get the routine of it. I want to add the one that made me a believer first. It's called the Crew. So I'm gonna go all the way down and look for, because there's a lot of stuff to read. Kodi 19 add-ons that are working, because like some of them don't work. That would turn me off in the beginning. One error, one mistake can throw you off forever, but it didn't throw me off forever because I said, since my favorite IPTV is gone, I said, let me experiment with Kodi. So working. Here is the one that made me a believer. It's called the Crew. That did it for me. It gave me at least 55 IP channels. I know it's hundreds of them, IPTV, but I just need 10 channels, like my favorites. I don't want to say the names. So I'm going to the Crew. I'm going to see if there's a link that take me to the Crew. How to install the Crew add-on. Now, if you want to read it, you can. But as I said, I'm just going to show you how, to quickly do it. You're going to go all the way down. Read this. Read everything. Here's a web page link that you can click on. That's what I first used to learn how to install these add-ons. So we keep going all the way down. Then I'm gonna get to the point, right? The most important part right here. That's the most important part. The add-ons. https teamcrew.github.io. That's the most important thing right there. How to add content to Kodi. So let me switch back to Kodi now. Let me go to my Kodi now. So first we have to click on this middle button where my mouse at. It has the gears on it. Click on that. You click on File Manager. Then you want to click on Add Source a couple times. Right here where it say none, you click on that. Then you start typing in that web link. Now I said this is the part that may turn people off, because a lot of people, they might want to be typing this HTTPS stuff in there. I believe it's called crewteam.github.io. Alright, so that's step one. Then you choose OK. Now where it say enter name, this is another important step, because later on we have to connect to that web address. So I want to give it the name Crew, and I like to hit uppercase letters so I can always find it easily. I just call it crew. Then I'm hit OK. Okay, so it went through. If something was wrong, it would have told me something is wrong. So keep in mind, if you make any mistakes, when you type a web address in, you cannot make not one mistake. If you make any mistakes, it will give you a warning. So, okay. We go right here. So you just said, couldn't retrieve directly for information. So due to not working out. So that must mean I did something wrong. So that's just a good experience right here. So I usually get it mixed up when I type crew team. I think it's team crew. So let me click on it again. But this is a good experience right here. So you saw I typed something wrong. It started complaining. Team. Oops. Make it lowercase. Team crew dot github.io. Okay. So I'm glad I made that error. Now I'm gonna choose OK. So good. You see, it was at that time I didn't complain. So I said I usually get crew team and team crew mixed up. So that was step one. And you see it's right here. And one thing about Kodi, it's best to experiment on a computer first. Put it on your computer because I can use your mouse and it's easy to click. I have it installed on my tablet. I have it installed on my phone. And I have it installed on my TV. But with my TV, it's through the computer. So I still have a mouse and keyboard. To effectively use Kodi, I discovered it's best to have a mouse and keyboard because I can easily click on what I want. Like right there, I can easily click. And it's important to use that escape key to go back. If you make a mistake, the escape key take you back. So I'm going to click on File Manager again. To get out of it, I either can click on these two dots. See, it took me back there. Or, let me go back to again. Or, I just can hit the escape key. That take me all the way back to the menus. Alright, so we've done that. Now, this is the part that's different from Kodi 18. It's many ways of adding the content, but I'm just going to click on add-ons. This time, then I'm just going to say it's important. I always say install from zip. Click on that. Now it say for security installation, add-ons from unknown sources is disabled. So it's an unknown source. So you have to click on settings, but you have to do this one time. It's a one-time thing when you have a new Kodi installation. Right where it say unknown sources, you click on it. Now, add-ons will be given access to personal data stored on this device by allowing you to agree that you are solely responsible for any loss of data, unwanted behavior, or damage to the device. You just click on yes. Now we can add those unknown sources. So let me hit the escape key to go back. Now I can install from my zip. I still click on yes. It's always going to give you that warning. Now, see, that's why I have it in uppercase, because I know I typed that in. The crew. It's in uppercase because I know so everything else is in first letter uppercase to lowercase. But when it's all uppercase, I know that came from me. So that's my personal caveat. I like to type everything in uppercase. So I click on that. Click on my rest. Now that's it. Then after you add that, then after you did the zip, then we have to go to install from repository. Now we see it's called the crew repo right there. Then here's the important part that had me all messed up. While you in that install repository, while you in there, you have to go to video add-ons. You click on that. Then you just choose the crew. Then this is the important part. The magic happens here. Install. Then you choose OK. Then when you see my mouse at, it's download now. It's installing. You see that installing at 0%. And we just have to kindly wait for that. Now I have a slow internet connection, so I hope it can do its thing. Let me be quiet. If it takes forever, then I may have to make some adjustments. Okay, so that didn't take too long, but this machine is old. It didn't take too long. Now, once more, you hit the escape key on your computer. If you're using your Android device, whether it's an Android phone or Android tablet, you have to hit the appropriate key to go to back. It's usually that back key. So if you're using an Android phone, is the back. It's like an arrow that's in your back. And as if you're on your tablet, it's either that little squiggly back line, or it'll show on the newer tablets a little arrow at the bottom to show you back. I'm not sure what it's going to show you on the Apple or Windows. I'm sure it's probably still escape. If you're using the keyboard, you just hit escape key to get out. Hit escape again. Now we can see if it's there. Go to video add-ons, and it's there, the crew. Because that's step 1. Let's see if it works. Now, I'm only interested in, you see it has a lot of content. For me, I'm just interested in IPTV so I can watch sporting events. So I click on that. Let's see what happens. Now the ones out, you can choose whatever ones you want up here. They all work. But I like to choose either live channels, US TV Go, or TV 24/7. I'm just going to choose TV 24/7. Like I said, it's a lot easier doing this with your mouse. Then I'm just going to click on, I go to my ESPN. Let me see if that's working. Then I can click on here, and that means it's not going to pop right up. You got to wait a little while. Let's see if it ever comes on. My computer's a little bit slow, so I don't know. Or you can right click and hit play. Let's see what happens. I said it may take some time. My computer may be too, so I'm going to have to do this on another mic. This could be my computer. Choose play again. And see, it's working. Now you can't hear nothing because right now, I have my microphone and I'm talking on my microphone. But you see, it shows something, and that is what won me over. When I saw my IPTV was working, as you see it now, I said, "Oh, I gotta give Kodi a try. I have to give it a try." Now to get out, you just click on this stop button. I'm going to try another channel and see what happens. I'm going to go back to ESPN. Let's see what happens. Now my computer is a little bit slow, so I'm sorry about that. I might just leave it alone. Let me try CNN. See? Now the reason, well, I'm not gonna, but you just see it worked. I tried 2 channels and it worked, and you can see it have an advertisement, so it's a channel. The IPTV is what convinced me to choose Kodi. Alright, I'm gonna add one more before I end this so we can go through the motions again. I'm gonna click on this. I'm gonna choose File Manager. Let's do Add Source. I want to call it https dot / I'm gonna call it, I know, host 505 dot github Start. Oh, okay, so that's good. We just go to the motions again. I'm gonna call this hit caps host. Click on that. Choose OK. It worked. No complaints. Hit the escape key on my computer. You go into add-ons. Oh, see, like I said, you have to get used to it. I have to hit the back. Up here, the two little dots. Back. Again. Back. Again. Back. And that, see, that make those people off. All them little commands. You gotta do. Install from zip. Yes. Yes. Yep. Let's see what happened. That is host in capital letters. Choose the zip. Let's hope it works. Okay, host installed. Now you go to install from a repository. There it is. Host 505 repo. Click on that. Now we go to the last one. The most important, video add-ons. Here it is. The oath. That's it. Click on that. Install. And you just choose OK. We gotta wait for that certain percentage to take effect. Okay. So we go back to add-ons and see what happened. Now the oath didn't install because on a faster connection it will install. So but this computer, it is, even though it's called an i7, it may be a lower generation i7. But the most important thing, we did see that the crew works. That was the one that tied me over. So if you experiment with Kodi and you want to cut your cable cord, learn about add-ons, but the add-on that's the most helpful to you to cut your cable bill is the one called the crew. Thank you for stopping by. Until the next time, I'm going to talk about something that interests me. Peace.